All right, we're back on Minnesota Powersports here from Boomerang Marine and Sports. My name is John, and on Saturday, May 3rd, today, it is International Female Ride Day for those that are interested in power sports, motorcycles, anything get you on some wheels and get you out there. It is celebrating the women that do this and do it for fun, and there are a lot of them, and I know it's growing, and we've got a great group here in Minnesota on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you can certainly become part of their group. It's Minnesota ATV Riders. And Kelly from Minnesota ATV Riders joins us right now to talk about International Female Ride Day. Happy International Female Ride Day, Kelly.
Thank you very much, John. Yeah, we got to celebrate us women out there on the trails.
That's right. That's right. I want to talk about, how the female experience is different or what all the International Female Ride Day means to you and all that kind of stuff. But I want to start with, first of all, what do you have? And how
what
do
I
get
have?
started?
Well, I do have a 570 Sportsman four-wheeler, and then I have a Razor 1000 XP.
Okay.
Side by side.
So how did you start?
Oh my God, that started way back. We're going to date myself here. Thanks a lot, John.
Yeah, right away.
Way back in the 80s when we would only ride three-wheelers, the death machines, remember? So I started out on the death machine and it never killed me, and I just grew from there. So, I come from a family of dirt bike racers. My brother and my dad did that their whole life. I never got into the dirt bikes. So I went from three-wheelers to four-wheelers and snowmobiles, and then started busting up my body. So then we went to the Razor.
Okay.
And yeah, so now I'm in the Razor, getting a little more aggressive every year and having a lot of fun.
Yeah, you were telling me before we got started, real aggressive, right?
I keep pushing, but I ride with a really great group of people, men and women, that are helping guide me, giving me some hints, helping me dial in my machine, get the shocks where I need them set, that type of thing. So I'm still learning. I have a lot of fun, man. I keep pushing myself every year.
Yeah, what has been participating in this for so long now? What has that brought to your life? What has it meant to you?
Oh my, it keeps me from killing people? No.
We've got this on tape.
No, it is a great stress reliever, but it's really cool because the people you meet. Now, I met a lot of great women out there, a lot of great guys too, a lot of guys that aren't so great, but the nice thing I like about four-wheeling is you have something that goes wrong, somebody's going to stop and help you. I like the camaraderie, because that's one of the best things that if something's wrong, somebody's going to be nice enough to stop and help you. But for me, it is a huge stress relief, and it just feels good to get out there and get dirty.
Sure. Well, I see a lot of great celebration online and women coming together and celebrating the fact that it is International Female Ride Day. And I wonder for you, for your personal experience, how much that matters to you, that female bonding for you, or if it's something that it's just kind of second nature. I guess for lack of a better term, I'm asking you if you think of yourself as a female rider or just a rider because you've been
just a rider.
Yeah, it's been second nature, right?
I don't look at myself. I mean, obviously there are things that tell you I'm a female rider, but no, I'm just another rider. I don't. Sorry, you knew what you were getting into here, John.
This is the internet, so we're good.
Yes, it is the internet. I've never. It's just I'm another rider. That's what I want to be looked at. I don't want to hear, she's a girl. I'm trying new things with it. I'm actually entering a race here up at the fairgrounds in a couple of weeks with my side-by-side with a friend of mine, and I've never done anything like that. So that's going to push some of my boundaries. That'll be fun. But yeah, I can talk with anybody, whether it be a guy or a woman. But when I see women out there, man, it's an extra kick because it's like, yeah, she got her machine, That's awesome when they find out, that's my machine. That machine's in my name. I paid for that. That's my truck. That's my trailer. Those are mine. I worked hard for them. So when you see another woman doing that, that's cool. That's really cool.
You're kind of getting to my next question, I think, a little bit, because I've seen some stuff on there saying the whole point of this, among other things, is to change the narrative about female riders. What do you see as the narrative being, and what needs to change about it?
I think a lot of folks, I shouldn't say a lot of folks. Okay, so everybody back off. Don't send me hate emails. Many don't work on their own machines. Many don't learn about the machines. They just say, fix it so I can drive it. I want to learn everything I can so I can do it. You know, changing the oil is one thing, but working on the rest of it's another. So I wish they would change looking at us like, no, I'm not a passenger princess. I'm the driver. It's my rig. You know, you see a lot of them, oh, you're here in daddy's machine or you're here in hubby's machine. No, it's not always like that, guys. When I say guys, I mean guys and gals. It's not always like that. And I think that's what most folks think. I've heard that. I've heard plenty of people say that to me when I pull up. You know, so that's either I keep my mouth shut and just smile, or I don't. And, you know, get into a little, but yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Hey guys, we buy our own machines, we buy our toys, we're learning more. Give us a chance, show us.
Yeah, I will tell you that there's a dirty little secret that, you know, our service department at Boomerang stays pretty busy, and it's not all women that are bringing their machines in.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. I pay good money for mine, and I'm not that anxious to wreck it and take it into you all. So I might be, you know, they might say, oh, she doesn't push it as hard. True, but I want my machine to last. And I don't have all the know-how quite yet to tear mine down and put it back up, but I'm getting there.
What's that experience been like on the trails? You talked about the camaraderie with men and women on the trails. You talked about, you know, seeing another woman on the trail and having that kind of great spirit for her.
Yeah.
But what directly is that experience like when you are in that moment, when it is two women out there, you know, having a good time and
man, it just brings you high as a kite happiness, if that makes sense. It's just like, hey sister, you know, you're out here doing it. And when you drive by, you get your hand out there and you give them a high five. Yeah, you know, or you pull into an area where everybody's parked and you see maybe more women than men. Well, then you get over there, hey, when did you get your machine? What are you doing with this? And then all of a sudden, it's just like a group of guys, you know, oh, what'd you do here? How'd you do that? How's that working for you? It's a good feeling, you know, so you're not the odd duck out anymore. We're coming in, guys, you know.
You're fun.
We can keep up with you most days.
Is there anything different about the experience when maybe you're around more women than men?
I better not say that.
Okay.
We can eat our lunches and not kill our passenger after we eat. No. Okay. I don't really see a big difference. I think my experience has been the gals I ride with they ride just as aggressive. However, we have a newbie. We're going to take the time and show that newbie. Like I said, the group I ride with are both men and women. I am completely lucky to have found those people because, again, okay, we're going to take it a little slow so we can show her how to handle this or this person. I don't notice a big difference between men and women as far as riding. You're going to have some women out there are total jerks, the same as men. So, but if you run into one, you run into me, come up and say hi. I'm going to talk to you. You know, that's the big thing. If I approach somebody and they don't have time for me, it's like, well, okay. Again, men or women, they can behave the same way. So take it easy, guys. It's just not all the bitchy women out there. Some of y'all guys are not very nice either, but you know.
Well, I think this, you know, it's being about International Female Ride Day. This applies to women out there that might just be starting, might be a little nervous to start, but it also applies to men. What advice would you give them? This, you know, beginners, you know, that are thinking about this, and don't want to get into it.
That's, you know, we've all talked about that out on the trail. When you're sitting around, you see a lot of new people where some people just laughed and let them go. I want those new people to come up, or newbies, before they even buy the machines, you know. And I know a lot of people are afraid to go out on the internet and ask questions because you're going to get slammed. Don't, because there's a bunch of us out there that want to help you. We want to answer your questions. We want to give you suggestions, you know. And my biggest thing to tell somebody, if you literally are just starting out, take those safety courses. I don't care how old you are. Take those safety courses and learn your machine, because those machines aren't like a regular vehicle. Okay? Learn them and then get out there and have fun. Be safe. Stay to the right. Ask questions, please, but get out there and have fun. We're all out there together. Come on up, talk to me. I'm more than happy to chat with you.
In my experience with your group, Minnesota ATV Riders, is short at this point, but I'm looking forward to a longer relationship because the experience so far has been absolutely wonderful.
Oh,
And
the admins that run that group are fantastic.
And I would give you the last few moments here to please tell us about Minnesota ATV Riders, that group, what it's done for you. And again, kind of alluding to what we just were talking about, how that group can help both new people and experienced riders alike.
Very much. It's really, it's kind of interesting because you see these comments being made out there. People are talking back and forth. So when you actually meet this person face to face, you feel like you've known them forever, but they're so open. I mean, I remember, I think it was Dean Schlick, actually. I was chatting with him online one time because I was really afraid they were going to have a ride. I was just by myself. I had nobody to ride with. I'm like, well, I'll be up there alone. I don't want to bother anybody. And he was so giving and so open. Come on up. We'll take good care of you. Just follow us. That whole group is like that, at least the admins and all. Come on up. We want to show you the way. We want to have a good time. When they plan their events, they put the information out there. If it wasn't for those guys, seriously, I wouldn't have met, say, Jeff and Mary and Dean and all of them and met a new family and got to participate in so much. I would have still been sitting at home driving down dirt roads. So that group got me out and got me better and got me welcomed into the community, the addiction. Those admins, they work their fannies off to put on good events. They're great. If you're out and about on the trail, they'll stop and chat with you. I can't say anything bad about that group. Seriously, I can't. They're just a wonderful group of people, and I hope you get to know them.
Well, I look forward to that. I had pleasure speaking to you for the first time here tonight. Hope to do that again, too. And happy International Female Ride Day. Stay safe.
Thank you very much, John. It's been a pleasure.
All right. That is Kelly joining us here on Minnesota Powersports. We hope you enjoyed the show. This is a show about Minnesota Powersports for Minnesota Powersports enthusiasts. We hope to see you in the stores, Alexandria and Melrose, Boomerang, Marine, and Sports. We hope you like and subscribe and let us know what you're wanting to see on Minnesota Powersports. Join us next time.